The easiest way to find the slope of a line that's perpendicular to this is to first figure out what the slope of this equation is. And the easiest way to do that is to put it into slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So what we're going to look for is the coefficient on the x. That'll tell us the slope of this line. Okay, so let's first solve this equation for y. It has to say y equals some stuff. Okay, so I need to first subtract x, so I get negative x plus 6 equals 2y. Okay, then I need to divide both sides by 2. So this will be negative x over 2 plus 6 over 2 equals y. Whenever you have two or more terms being added or subtracted from each other in the numerator of a fraction and then they're divided by a single number, then you're going to divide each of the individual terms by that number. So this is negative x over 2 plus 3 equals y. Now, some students have trouble with the this notation here. They prefer to have the coefficient very explicitly stated. The thing that is being multiplied by the x will be the coefficient on the x, and a lot of students will think that the thing that's being multiplied by the x is negative 1, but that's not the case. This is actually being multiplied by negative 1 over 2. When you're divided by 2, that's the same thing as being multiplied by 1/2. So you may want to rewrite it like this. So now it's obvious what the slope of this line is. Slope is equal to negative 1/2. Well, the question doesn't ask us for the slope of this line, but we do need to find this to be able to find the slope of a line that's perpendicular to it. Two lines are perpendicular if they have negative reciprocal slopes. So, because this line has a negative slope, its perpendicular line has to have a positive slope. And because this line has a 1/2 slope, its perpendicular line is going to have to be the reciprocal of 1/2, so it's going to have to be positive 2 over 1. Or just 2. Now, for two things to be considered negative reciprocals, that means if you multiply them, then you'll get negative 1, and if you do multiply negative 1/2 by positive 2, you do get negative 1. So this, in fact, is going to be the perpendicular line's slope.